Hello and welcome to this week's vlog, and this week's vlog is a little bit different because for the first time ever I'm going to attempt some astrophotography. I'm in Tenerife and I'm going up the highest mountain in Spain at night time to hopefully capture the Milky-Way. Never done it before, I don't know whether I'm going to be any good at it. I've got a brand new Z8 that's just arrived, I'm taking up with me. I've got the Olympus for star trails, I've got the tripod, so let's see what we can do. Thanks for joining me, enjoy the vlog. So this was a holiday for me and my wife, but while we were there I decided to book a coach tour up to the top of Mount Teide at night time to do some stargazing. Mount Teide is the highest peak in Spain and it's one of the best places in the world to observe and photograph the night sky. What was interesting about Tenerife was as we climbed in altitude there was a dramatic shift in the landscape. Tenerife is an island of extremes shaped by fire and time, and it originates back around 12 million years ago. Today, Teide still stands as a dormant volcano reaching an impressive 3,715 metres above sea level. We passed through banana plantations, vineyards and then forests. As we continued upwards, however, the landscape changed dramatically. Once we were through the pine forest zone, and those pine trees are uniquely adapted for the island's dry summers, we climbed beyond 2,000 metres and we broke through the clouds into what appeared to be a new world. The air was drier, the thick forest gave way to an alien landscape of volcanic rock and lava fields. This is the Teide National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. I put on a hoodie and eventually a coat. The high altitude desert is almost devoid of life, yet it tells an incredible geological story. Some of the rock formations like Rock de Garcia were sculptured by erosion over millions of years. The colours you see, reds, yellows and blacks, are a result of different minerals in the volcanic rock, each layer revealing a different chapter of the island's history. And this place, it's like being in a different country altogether, a different world. Look at it. Let me just show you what we're looking at here. So this is the site of a volcano or volcanic eruption quite a few years ago, but you can see it's quite flat. But this mountain is absolutely wonderful. This place is amazing. We've just gone up through rainforests, microclimates. Now we look like we're in the Grand Canyon. Absolutely amazing. Let me just show you this. Look at that. Ice there. Absolutely fantastic. It's like being on Mars. Right, that's onwards and upwards. Here we go. So before we do the star trails, the Astro stuff, we've got a sunset to enjoy, and the sun goes down really quickly here, but we're right at the top of Tenerife, pretty much. We're up by the observatories, loads of telescopes here, and I've just set the Olympus up, ready for sunset. We've got a nice bush, for want of a better word, just here, and then the mountain kind of in the background. So I won't bore you too much with this, but I'm just going to shoot this, and then hopefully the next time you see me we'll be doing some astro. What a place this is. I don't know if anybody's ever done any workshops here, but really ought to, because it's fantastic. So much to offer. Definitely worth exploring again. Right, come on son, 15 minutes to go. except that didn't really quite happen because I'm not other mounted. As you can see, I'm back on the coast. What happened was I was on a coach tour, and I had about 20 minutes to photograph the Milky Way, and I was obviously not having done it before, a new camera to me pretty much. I wanted to give it a go, so photography I concentrated on. It also didn't seem to be very fair for everybody who was looking at the stars and being talked about the Milky Way and the night sky in the northern hemisphere to be banging on a vlog, to having lights on, to having the camera on. So I was very subtle, did the photography, and I thought I'd do this piece to camera to you at the end. But here come the results. Look at that. I don't know about you, but I was really chuffed with that when I saw it on the back of the camera. This was taken at 1600 ISO, around about 15 seconds. The way to work out the exposure is to use the 500 rule, and with this lens that worked out about 20.1 seconds. And I've also heard though, however, that if you leave the shutter too long, the stars will start to move and blur a little bit, so I wanted to come down off that. And having a large full frame sensor really does help to bring that light in and to reduce the noise. So really pleased with all of that. This camera, by the way, performed brilliantly. If I just show you on the back of the camera here, we've got a couple of little features which are really useful. If you go to your custom menu, there's three things here which are really useful. You've got starlight view. I don't know whether you can see that really well, but that's on what's that number, D10. Starlight view mode means it lightens up the screen so you can see exactly what's going on. We've got warm color display, which when you turn that on makes everything go red, which is great. There's two different ways to do that, but that will make the buttons or the exposure information go red, which protects your night vision. And also LCD illumination. It's really useful, for it lights all these buttons up when you press the shutter, just to touch everything, so everything lights up in that bit on the top there. So those three things there, coupled with the full frame sensor, mean that this is a fantastic camera for Astro. I was going to use the Olympus to do some star trails, and the Olympus is far better with that, I think, with live composite, but unfortunately we had no time and I only had one tripod. So the main objective was to get an Astro photograph of the Milky Way, and hopefully you feel that I've captured it. So thanks ever so much for watching. Anything you think I can improve on technique wise, leave it in the comments below. But other than that, I'll see you next week when I'll be back in the UK. So thanks ever so much for watching. See you next week, Sunday, 6 o'clock. Take care of yourselves. Ta-da.